Hey everybody, this is bobbyatgloss, Bobby G. I'm the guy with the huge autograph collection. If somebody was famous between like 1920, 1925, and maybe 2000, there's a good opportunity that they're probably in my autograph collection. So today we're going to pick up where I last left off with Anna Maria Alberghetti. Here is one of her two covers of Life magazine. Anna Maria is a Tony Award winner for Best Actress in a Musical for Carnival in the early 60s. Here she is sipping a milkshake with Pat Boone, and that's a still that was sent out when I wrote to her when she was most famous for being in TV commercials for Good Seasonings Italian dressing. But I would say that her most famous role is in Cinderfella. Look at this beautiful original still, signed and inscribed by Anna Maria. And look at Jerry's incredible signature. Oh yeah, I have that still right in front of him. Mr. Lewis, it's so great to see you. I would love to have you sign this for me. It's already been signed by Anna Maria. Would you please do me the honor? Let's just say Jerry Lewis was in not a great mood that day. Farm living is the life for me. Eddie Albert. I loved Eddie Albert in Green Acres. He was such a good guy. In one of my first autographs, I wrote to him in 1979. That's when people would send you pictures like this for the free, just by asking. But the interesting thing about it is when I wrote to him, to his address on 719 Amalfi Drive in Pacific Palisades, it was October 29th. Look at the postmark, 1979. It's good to save the original envelopes. Oh, here's a great cover of a TV Guide when he was in Green Acres. But what a lot of people don't know about Eddie Albert is his military service. Do you know that he was undercover Army intelligence and that he is a Bronze Star recipient for saving 47 guys who were under enemy fire when he was in the Coast Guard? So give it up to Eddie Albert. Oh, Eddie Albert also worked out constantly until he was 99. Until he was 99, he worked out every day. The guy had Alzheimer's and was still working out. Also, you know, he started in old movies, right? So I love this signed old movie ad. Look at how beautiful. The old movie ads just can't be beat. Susan Hayward's body might be considered photoshopped today, but I love her too. The best is the taglines, right? Don't call me names until you know why I do such things. I love that. Anyways, I'm going to give it up to Eddie's son, Edward Albert. Edward Albert won the Golden Globe for Best Newcomer in 1970 for Butterflies Are Free, which he co-starred with Goldie Hawn. But mostly, my love goes to him for taking care of his dad. Family comes first. When he himself was sick and dying of lung cancer, he went and took care of Eddie. And then he died, I think, within a year after that. Also, he played an Army officer. Why does Bobby write to certain people? What inspires me? Well, I have 15,000 records. And when I found this one of Lola Albright in the thrift store, I was like, where do I know her from? I think I've seen her in an Alfred Hitchcock movie. So, of course, I found her and I wrote to her. And I looked her up and I was like, wow, here's some great pictures of her. And she had won Best Looking Girl in high school. Isn't this the typical look of a best looking girl in high school in like the late 40s? Such a beautiful shot. What a great shot, right? But I think her most famous role was in the Champ with Kirk Douglas. So I put together this composite with a foreign poster and a couple of shots from it. She was so sweet. I also had sent a little questionnaire. Sometimes I send them questionnaires. So amongst them was, where did you put your best actress from Lord Love a Duck? She won it at the Berlin Film Festival. She said she keeps it in storage. Who was your favorite co-star? Elvis Presley. What was your favorite movie? And she said Beauty on Parade, which is this one here, which is kind of interesting because I think it was the only one where she was legitimately the star. But one of the most interesting things she said was that the person that she most wanted to work with that she didn't was Sebastian Cabot, Mr. French from Family Affair. I found that very interesting. And she followed up later and sent me a birthday wishes letter. And also, I had to send her, because she was in Peter Gunn, she got that record deal, right? So I sent her this beautiful, sultry picture to sign. And I had to send this because, seriously, anybody? What an over-the-top, campy picture. Classy and beautiful lady. So R.I.P. Lola Albright. Much, much love. Here we go. Star of the very influential TV series MASH, Hawkeye, about the Korean War and the doctors in the Korean War. Love this guy. Another military nod. But you know me, I'm always about the obscure stuff. I never really watched MASH as a kid, but I loved him in the Mephisto Waltz with Barbara Parkins. Go figure. You know how I love obscure, crazy, campy shit. Oh, speaking of which, hello, author of the Mommie Dearest diary, Rutanya Alda. You know who she was? She played Carol Ann, the character based loosely on Joan Crawford's personal assistant, Betty Barker. But I met her in person during a screening of Mommie Dearest, and I had her sign this picture using one of my favorite lines with my name in it. Bobby, please! If you need anything, ask Carol Ann! I love that movie. It's so campy. Who doesn't love Mommie Dearest? It's so fun. Oh, I know who doesn't love Mommie Dearest. Faye Dunaway. Anyways, we'll kick off next week with one of the military's most famous inductees, Elvis Presley, and who was with him on the night he died. So until then, I'm wishing you all of the best, all of you autograph collectors, all of you who love the golden age of Hollywood, all of you who might recognize anybody on the wall behind me. Bobby G signing out, sending you all my love. Bobby at Gloss says, happy autograph collecting. Mwah.